Hi, I'm Gavin,
And I'm Dave.
and you're on the Fringe.
Come along with us for a ride on a podcast where we talk about an area or a thing going on in the world that needs more attention, just like you do. Let's go.
On the Fringe. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to On the Fringe. And Gavin and I are on the clock. We're going to talk to you guys for 5 minutes about some of the most important things going on in the Great Lakes region of Africa. What are some of them, Gavin?
The United Nations in the last couple of days ordered the evacuation of most of the non-vital personnel and families of UN employees in the country of Burundi, which suggests that they probably suspect some kind of major conflict is coming to that country soon, which makes sense considering Rwandan soldiers have reached the border along with M23 compatriots. Also, earlier this week, there was an incident at an M23 rally in Bukavu where it seems like some grenades went off, injuring over 50 people, killing about 13. M23 blames the Congolese government in Kinshasa, but then also provided evidence claiming that the grenades were of a type used by the Burundian army. So it looks like they are looking to actively expand the scope of this conflict.
So this is not quieting down. This is blowing up, literally.
This is very literally blowing up. And in the background, the big question is if and when some agreement is made in Eastern Europe between the Russian and Ukrainian governments, if that's still possible, uh, the peace dividend may trickle down in a not particularly happy way. What do I mean by that, Dave?
Well, you've got mercenaries fighting in Ukraine and Russia right now. There are a lot of them on the Russian side from Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, and the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, that are probably going to be going home after the conflict finishes. And what are they going to do? They're probably going to keep fighting. So you're going to potentially have more warfighters coming in and fighting potentially for M23, potentially for their governments, or potentially for other rebel groups, stirring up the pot even more, and potentially
And
even trying to push Russian influences as well, which is something that's happened a lot in Africa and in this part of the world. Back when Uganda was colonized, Idi Amin was basically part of the British Army, and he was seen as being reliable, and he was brought up through the ranks. And why wouldn't Putin try to do something similar with one of these guys that has real combat experience when he can fight and he's not just a cook?
that's a good question. And if it's happening out in the Great Lakes, I think it might also happen in other parts of the world, up to and including the Golden Triangle, where not that long ago, the Russian government signed an agreement with the military junta to allow Russian contractors into that zone. So this may be a trend and not a happy one. I think we're well under 5 minutes here, Dave, but that's about the scope and scale of the issue as it stands now. And I think this is something to watch. Potentially, Russian fighters, whether they're of African origin or not, will be brought into the Great Lakes region sometime soon. And on whose side, it remains to be seen.
Whoever's going to pay him.
Whoever's going to pay them, follow the money. Anyways, thank you very much. Please like, comment, subscribe to our old subscribers, to our new subscribers. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of your feedback. We appreciate all of your attention. And have a good one.